Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, this is our 5th episode of Becoming a Better Muslim in 2017. Before we talk about the 5th advice, I want to quickly go over the 4 pieces of advice that we gave previously. So we mentioned number 1, we need to establish spiritual goals. We also mentioned that we need to establish good routine and good habits. We need to surround ourselves with good friends and be in good environments. And we mentioned that we need to seek Islamic knowledge. And if, inshallah, we do these things, then we are on our way to becoming a better Muslim in 2017. Today, what I want to talk about is, or the 5th piece of advice is, that we need to continue to think and focus on the community. We need to think communally. We need to add value to the society. So what this means is that we need to think about others, become altruistic. So we should focus on adding value to our families, adding value to the society, adding value to the community, both Muslim and non-Muslim. And if we do this, we adopt this mindset, then we will be from the best of people, the best of Muslims. We find that the Prophet ﷺ tells us in an authentic hadith collected by Imam Tabarani, he says, أَحَبُّ النَّاسِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَنْفَعُهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ. And that is that the most beloved people to Allah, and no doubt this is a desire that we have, the most beloved people to Allah. And one narration, the best of people. So the most beloved people to Allah are those who bring the most benefit to the people. So here we see clearly, explicitly, that this should be one of our targets. And if we, meaning thinking about others, and if we do so, then we become from the best of people and the most beloved of people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And no doubt we desire Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love. And there are several other hadith, many of them, or if not all of them, you are very familiar with, in which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam encourages or emphasizes altruism, the importance of thinking about others. And in these hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam uses a serious tone. He negates our faith, meaning that the Prophet ﷺ tells us that our faith is incomplete if we don't have this concern for others. For example, the Prophet ﷺ tells us in the hadith that is collected by Imam Bukhari and Imam Muslim, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. This hadith we're very familiar with. It says that you do not truly believe. You do not truly believe until you love for your brother what you love for yourself. A simple hadith, but yet no doubt a very difficult hadith to put into practice. So the Prophet ﷺ is telling us that our iman, the essence and the fuel of what it means to be a believer, is in jeopardy. It is incomplete. It is deficient until we not only care about one another, but we care about one another the way that we care about ourselves. And yet there are several other ahadith. There are a hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ say that you do not truly believe until you love for your neighbor what you love for yourself. And in one of these ahadith, the Prophet ﷺ tells us that you do not truly believe until you love for humanity, for the people what you love for yourself. This hadith, for example, is collected by Imam Ahmed in his Musnad. It says, لا يبلغ العبد حقيقة الإيمان حتى يحب للناس ما يحب لنفسه من الخير. And it says that a servant of Allah does not truly reach the reality of faith. He does not reach this reality, does not taste the reality of faith until he loves for the people what he loved for himself of the good. This is the mentality that we have to have. So if we want to really be a complete Muslim, if we want to be a good Muslim, a better Muslim in 2017, then we have to start thinking about others and take it very serious. As a matter of fact, there's a hadith collected by Imam Muslim in which the Prophet ﷺ even tells us that our very entrance into paradise is at jeopardy. Our iman is at jeopardy if we don't really love one another, if we don't really, if we're not really concerned about one another. The Prophet ﷺ said, "La tadkhulul jannata hatta tu'minu." You will not enter paradise, this land of fantasy, this land in which we live for. You will not enter it until you have iman. وَلَا تُؤْمِنُوا حَتَّى تَحَابُّوا. And you will not have iman. You will not truly believe and have faith until you love one another. أَلَا أَدُلُّكُمْ عَلَى شَيْءٍ إِن فَعَلْتُمُوهُ تَحَابَّبْتُمْ أَفْشُوا السَّلَامَ. So the Prophet ﷺ, then he continues to say that, should I not tell you of a thing that if you were to do it, then it will cause you to love one another and to be concerned about one another? Spread the salam. So this spreading the salam, giving people this greeting, is a wonderful thing. It's nothing to be belittled. There are several ahadith that tells us of its virtues. Obviously, when we give salam, it shows that we are concerned, and there is some level of love that we stop and we greet this person and we make dua for this person. It shows that we have love, and it engenders love. As a matter of fact, there's even another hadith that is collected by Imam Bukhari or Imam Muslim, and it says, the Prophet ﷺ was asked, Ayyul Islami afdal? Which manifestation of Islam is most virtuous? A very heavy question. And again, a question dealing with the best. And no doubt we have the desire to be the best. We have the desire to become a good practicing Muslim in 2017 and to excel. So the Prophet ﷺ was asked a question that we need to know: which manifestation of Islam is best? The Prophet ﷺ answered this question very simply by saying, تُطْعِمُ الطَّعَامِ وَتَقْرَأُ السَّلَامَ عَلَى مَنْ عَرَفْتَ وَمَنْ لَمْ تَعْرِفْ. It is to feed and greet those who you know and those who you do not know. So simply feeding people, whether they're hungry or not, or whether they're rich or not, or poor, is something that is great. It engenders love. It creates this love, and it shows that you have love. And to give salam shows that you have love, as I mentioned earlier, and it engenders love. So one of the best things that you can do is to feed and to give salam to those who you know and those who you do not know, because it is a sign that you are concerned about others. Obviously, even zakah, a pillar of Islam, is established upon caring for the others. Even in Ramadan, one of the themes of Ramadan is obviously thinking about others. The Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, he says in a hadith collected by Imam Muslim and Imam Bukhari, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the most generous of people. And the most generous you would find him would be in the month of Ramadan. So here we know that zakah, a pillar of Islam, one of the 5 pillars of Islam, is all about others. And Ramadan is also about thinking about others. You know, one whole month of trying to be altruistic, selflessness. You know, and the Prophet ﷺ tells us, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَنْ يُوقَ شُحَّ نَفْسِهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. And whoever is saved from his own greed, then they will be successful. That's what we're looking for. We want to be successful in this world and in the hereafter. If we want to do that, and a key is that we become altruistic. We think about others. And lastly, obviously, if we think about others, it benefits us at the end. At the end, it benefits us because we are part of the society. So if we are concerned to make society better, then obviously we benefit, our children benefit, and the whole ummah benefits. So may Allah give us success in this world and in the hereafter, and may Allah make us successful in becoming a better Muslim in 2017. And until next episode, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Be altruistic.